All right, welcome to episode 12 of the Never Ready podcast. If you've seen any of the prior episodes, entirely different from this point. Typically, I'm sitting down with what I would consider exceptional individuals or individuals who've committed to themselves and their passions. I'm talking about what made them ready, but lots changed. Haven't done an episode in a while. If you've watched any of the others, you know that at this point. Wife got pregnant, had a baby, moved and building a new studio, got a 9 to 5 to provide for
Good
my
job,
family,
man.
all sorts of stuff. So a lot's changed. Met this dude. This is Caleb Lightsey. He is going to be working with me on basically
Everything.
everything. Yeah. So we're gonna switch gears a little bit with this podcast. Instead of talking to people who are doing stuff, we're gonna take you along with us on the journey of us doing stuff. We're gonna come on Mondays and film an episode and talk about what our plans are through the week with the business and the music and content, all of it. And then on Fridays we'll recap what worked, what didn't work. We'll just take you with us throughout the journey. So we we also fall into that category of not being ready quite often. So
Ever.
yeah,
Never ready.
not pretty much ever. So we're kind of just gonna take you along with what the plans are and see you can follow along with us. You want to do something similar, do it in your own way. Do the same thing we're doing, or hit us up.
Yeah.
Let's
And
do
they can
some.
wing it with us.
Well, we'll do something. We'll make something happen. He's gonna be taking over our booking for all the artists that work with us currently. I got Blade and Tara, Blade Law, Tara Nicole. They've been on the podcast before. Worked with them since the beginning of all this. We're gonna try to keep them consistently booked up. They've already been doing pretty good about that themselves, but we're gonna try to up it there. We're moving towards hosting our own events, leading towards eventually our own festival. Um,
Just getting the ball rolling, really.
Literally. All sorts of new music coming from. I got live albums of both Tara's solo album, Blade's solo album, a duet album, and they're all live single recording acoustic albums. I have music I'm working on myself, soon to be releasing again. All sorts of content, and then getting back to the podcast. Also, not to mention, it is like 4 in the morning right now. We're in here in the studio slash gym. I'll show you the little setup real quick. Uh, it's it is just we're in a random little shed. There's all the gym set up. There's a wall. There's the studio set up, and here we are back to the green screen. So I mean, we are making it work. You'll
Oh, yeah.
follow us through the studio, growing, turning into something that
And
will
it
will
turned
be.
out pretty cool, dude. Like
Honestly, yeah, I'm loving it. It's a good vibe.
it's our own little shack to reflect, get out here and do what we do. You know,
Uh-huh. He's new to all this. He's
brand
never
new.
done all the music stuff or worked in this business. But what are you most excited about?
I think just I don't know just the journey itself, really. Just finally getting with people that are on the same playing field and like I guess same frequency as you are.
Hmm.
You know what I mean? And staying, I don't know, just having somebody keep you accountable for
Yeah.
that type of stuff is the main thing to me. Because if it was just me, I promise you, I wouldn't be doing all this by myself. It's harder, man. I'm not
Yeah,
saying I wouldn't, but it'd be harder for me to do it.
yeah, it is.
So it's a big help to have you.
I appreciate that. But yeah, it definitely having a partner is a big thing. I'm very excited that I have him now moving forward. Uh, Prior to this, I worked with Blade and Tara for a long time, but they're by they're artists, which is great. Nothing against that, and they have families. So I mean, we have families as well, but I want them to focus on being artists. So it's good to have somebody that's very business minded. Anyways, already been doing a lot of working for yourself,
Hmm.
which it takes a lot to be able to go out and find jobs and stuff like that. So being able or going from that to now,
Hmm.
it's the same thing. Find as an artist, you just go find jobs. Like
Right.
you make cold calls, you put out business cards, you put out posts, you put out wanted ads, you put out
Just
all
starting from the
sorts of
bottom.
stuff.
You know what I mean?
Hmm.
With all of it, and I'm cool with that. That's not nowhere we haven't been before. You
Hmm.
know,
You got to start somewhere.
that's
You
it.
know, you can't.
It's just getting going is the thing. It's
Hmm.
putting it in motion. Because once that starts, man, it's half the job's already done.
Mm-hmm.
You know.
Dude, consistency is the most important thing. Us being able to make sure we're out here every morning like this
Mhm.
is it's huge because we're getting in a couple hours of work before we actually go to our 9 to 5 job. Well, it's not, day job, not those hours.
I wish.
That'd be all right. But then when we come home, we're able to focus on like our families and because
Yeah.
we got still got work done because it's so hard to balance all that, man.
Yeah, because you're sacrificing your sleep in the mornings instead of sacrificing your time with your family in the evenings.
Hmm.
You know, so
And I'd much
it's a
rather
even trade.
sacrifice
Yeah,
the sleep than sacrifice any time with my family.
absolutely.
Um, man, all right, we got a lot of stuff coming. I'm very excited to get this guy making music. He's never made any music. That's exciting. We're gonna see how that turns out. If he ends up rapping on track, singing on track, what happens first? You never
Whatever.
know.
Yeah, whatever happens,
Yeah.
whatever we feel, whatever I
Mm-hmm.
feel, is what it's gonna be laid out.
Yeah. All right. Let me grab my little this guy. We are going to fill this guy with our weekly goals of what we're going to be trying to do every Monday, and then Friday we're going to recap on what actually worked, what didn't work. Um, so
Ah,
yeah, I guess we'll just get to that. As far as booking tomorrow, when you and me get in here, he hasn't met Blade and Tara, so he's got to start booking for him. And we were gonna go to one of their shows last
plans
weekend,
got
but they got
canceled.
sick, so it got canceled.
Yeah.
So what we're gonna do tomorrow is study as artist. I'm gonna be writing this, and my handwriting is like ass. So
Horrible.
yeah, yeah, and this is on the front camera, so I think it's flipped. um, so yeah, that's anyway. Study artist. So tomorrow we're gonna make sure that he understands what what he's selling, basically, like
Right.
what artists
The
or
product
what
is.
what they are. Because I mean, we're gonna be filming this. Right? We might even do a little bit of that today, depending on how long this goes, because we will end this and have to go to our day job.
I'm not
So,
excited.
no, no, not fun. This is going to be a lot more of a raw style podcast, a lot less editing, and a lot more just throw it out, give it to you, and
I'll
see.
just give you the info as we get
Yeah,
it.
yeah, yeah. We're just
You
gonna.
know.
This is more almost treated like behind the scenes. Like it's gonna get more fluid to where I'm not sitting here talking directly to you as much. Probably we're probably gonna come be in here talking about or between each other about what the plans are and shit. But this is the first one, so I'm rambling.
I'm excited, dude. I'm excited to get it going and to actually start doing this.
Yeah, it is very exciting. I'm again beyond excited to be jumping into it with somebody here consistently because man, that's it's gonna be a lot, especially splitting up what we're doing
Mhm.
because uh, as that we were just listening to Russ's book and he talks a lot about the mastermind in there of like two dudes or two people coming together
Oh,
and
it's so
forming a
true.
mastermind, man. Because you, it's twice it. It's like he said straight up that like 1 and 1 doesn't equal 2, it equals 3 in that regard. Because the amount of stuff that we can get done working together is
The amount.
it's going to compound.
Yeah.
So with him focusing on bringing in artists, and from there, uh, he'll branch up into contacting and finding venues so we can host our own events. So any artists that are like lesser known artists that are trying to open up for somebody, trying to get on some events, I mean, we'll have our own events going by that time. Also, eventually, this will spawn into the Never Ready Festival, and we'll try
Oh
to
yeah.
run a whole festival a couple years from now, maybe two. We'll see. It'd be crazy to do it this summer or next summer, but hopefully
It's
that
not.
following summer we
Yeah.
can.
It's not too far fetched.
No, I
It's
mean we
all
can.
attainable.
Yeah, it all just depends on how it all goes moving forward. We just ran into May, and I'm planning for this to be at a pretty good spot by the end of this year.
Right.
So it's gonna like
And it
enough.
will. We just got to stay consistent with it, man.
Hmm.
That's the main thing I feel like, and the patience. Stay consistent, but also have the patience to know that it's not. You can't grow a forest overnight. You know.
Yeah, yeah. Um. All right. So as far as weekly plan, we'll study the artist some today. At work, even you can hop on their
Mhm.
Spotify's or their iTunes or whatever I use and listen to some of their stuff. They don't always play the same style of stuff they'll release. They've released some experimental, just have fun songs.
Mhm.
Which a
Yeah.
lot encouraged by me because I'm always pushing you out of the box, just make something
Do
fun.
something. Just put something
That's why
out.
I'm excited to see what he does because we might go into it thinking he's gonna rap on it, and then he ends up like,
Doing something completely.
doing some stuff in there.
You never
Uh,
know, man.
you never
You
know,
never
man.
know.
So let's try to by the end of this week, by when we come in here Friday, try to have your first show booked. So
Okay.
we'll put, book first show. I just erased. Now my handwriting looks good. Book first show. Part of this as well, because we were talking about staying accountable being a big part of what this or what will get us where we need to be. Doing this not only provides you with the information of what we're doing and how it's going and all the context of literally just kind of starting from the bottom, like we're in a shed that we're turning into a
Basically a
studio.
portable building.
Yeah, literally, and we're turning it into
A
uh
studio.
yeah, I mean it's
Gym.
becoming a full, I don't even know what I would call it, just our full office space.
Mm-hmm.
It's got a gym, so we come in here and work out and get ready. And then we got the studio space. We got the green screen. We'll have a couple of other different film
We
setups.
got a booth set up. I mean,
Yeah, uh,
we got everything we need right here.
a booth,
Yeah.
we'll call it.
We'll call it half a booth.
But I work with what I got. I had
Yeah.
a memory foam mattress, right? And it's, I mean, that's what that is in the corner over there. I had a memory foam mattress, and I was gonna get rid of it, but I'm like, man, that's a lot of foam. So I stuffed it in the corner and hung the mic from the ceiling right in the middle of it. Just work with what you got. You
That's
start
it.
from the bottom, make it happen, and then the stuff will get better. Everything
We'll
will get
upgrade
better.
as we go.
Yeah,
You
literally,
know,
everything will get better. So
as
it's
we
not,
grow, we'll
everything will grow
we'll
with
glow
us.
up.
Yeah, it's exciting, man.
Oh yeah, it's just a
Um,
process, man. It's not gonna. But that's the beauty in it. You
hmm
know what J Cole
Oh, you
said
gotta
is
enjoy the
beauty in the
process, man.
struggle.
Yeah.
It's it's like we rush, but we don't stop to think that one day we're gonna miss this.
hmm
You know.
I've been thinking about a new tattoo lately. I just want to get just the phrase for a moment,
Mhm.
because it is a constant reminder of like you're only exactly where you are doing what you're doing for a moment,
That's
and that's
it.
gone.
That's
So
it.
whether I'm holding my newborn baby, he's already a 4 month, almost 5 month old baby.
Yeah.
So I'm like
He's almost half a year
that
old.
newborn stage is gone, and
Yeah.
it only lasts for a moment. We're sitting in here in the shed, starting out filming our first podcast together.
Yeah.
Anyways, that only lasts for a moment. So
Yeah.
by the time that this is over, like right now, when we stop shooting this, we will never sit down and film our first podcast again.
No,
So you got to completely.
enjoy,
I want to tattoo
embrace,
it somewhere I'm gonna see regularly, so
and
that it's like a mantra of live in the moment because I'm only here for a moment.
that's it, dude. And when you think about it in the grand scheme of it, what do we get? Maybe 80 years here.
Mm-hmm.
That's only a moment, dude. That's really
Mm-hmm.
not
It's
that long.
nothing.
That's not eternity.
Mm-mm.
That's not.
No, I
So
think a lot
it's
about legacy and like what I'm gonna leave behind.
yeah.
Also, I the quote, it's from the movie Interstellar,
Mm-hmm.
with Matthew
Matthew McConaughey.
McConaughey, Christopher Nolan film, uh, where he says that now we're just here to be memories for our children, and like that quote sticks with me a lot. Of like that, I consistently am trying to think about the image my son's gonna have of me,
Absolutely.
like if
Absolutely.
I were to die today and he looks back on my life, is he gonna be proud and want to live
Oh,
up
I'm
to what I've
constantly
done?
thinking about that,
All the
dude.
time. So it's
Yeah.
like everything I'm trying to build and move forward with is all with not not that I'm doing it all for me. I call it selfish selflessness, where
I was just thinking that.
I'm doing it all for me,
Yeah.
which feels selfish.
Not,
But
but
what
it's
I do is selfless act. I'm consistently trying to help other people,
yeah.
but I do it because it makes me feel good.
That's it. But
So
in the
it's
grand scheme of it all, dude, the only reason we do this, like, yeah, we get us right and make sure that we're good, but we're doing it for our kids,
hmm
our families. And if we didn't have that, I can't say that I would have the same motivation
hmm
that I have right now. Not saying that I wouldn't be doing what I'm doing, but I'm not. I don't know if I would have the same motivation. And I'm not saying that's like a bad thing
hmm
because I love that shit. I love waking up in the morning knowing that the first thing on my mind is the kids. You know,
hmm
the last thing on my mind is the kids. So it's like everything that in between that's done is for them.
Mhm.
You know,
Waking up at 2:30 to get up and start every day and start doing all this, and then go to a job, and then come home, cook dinner, and then
do the
spend time
same.
with my family
Yeah.
and do all that over and over again. It's it's hard, but it's rewarding.
Oh
But
yeah.
every morning, right now, my son's sleeping in the bed with us, so waking up in the morning to him just
Yeah. Sprawled
being
out.
sprawled out in the middle of us,
Yeah.
just so cute. Sometimes he's awake and just calm as could be, just like
Looking
smiling,
at you.
looking at me.
It's hard to
It
get up.
makes it both the hardest and the easiest at the same time,
Yeah.
because I don't want to leave him. I want to stay there, but it gives me the most motivation because I know that my end goal will result in me being able to stay there with him.
Yeah.
Like, I'm entirely working at home. I worked at nothing but home for the last 5 years until I got this job, to make sure that my child and wife had everything they needed. Um, so I really want to get back to that.
That's awesome that you were able to do that, dude. Because you like think about today in today's economy. Like it's hard to do some shit like that.
Well,
It's almost impossible.
I wouldn't have been able to without a support system. Like, I said, I worked with Blade and Tara since like the beginning. Me and Blade first, and then Tara eventually joined the picture. But
Hmm.
um, we just partnered up, and it was that same like mastermind kind of thing we were talking about here. Of, if I would have tried to do it all by myself, I would have been doing it after my job and learning a little bit, like 30 minutes to an hour every evening or
Yeah.
so, trying to do some stuff, and then spending time with my girlfriend at the time, now wife. So I wouldn't have progressed as fast and learned all this stuff or developed into who I am. But me and him partnering up, and he took on the load he wanted to, of that I stop working and I stay not working and working on in their studio that we built every day, so that was my job. And with him, I didn't have to worry about rent. I had an RV. I got to park my RV on his property, and he said, "Don't worry
That's a
about it."
blessing. Yeah.
Yeah. But us coming together propelled both of our careers. Now he's a Googleable artist, and before we were just the average
Yeah.
Joes, just
Just
like
playing wherever.
playing, doing whatever. I always called him, he's a campfire singer.
Yeah.
He loved to just drink, hang out, and jamming
Like
around with buddies
who
at
don't?
campfire.
You know what I
No,
mean?
it was great. I'm not knocking
No,
that,
I
but
know,
he
but
always
like you
wanted
got to move
more.
past that.
Yeah, he always wanted more, so we decided, let's get more. Um, and it works.
I bet he never thought that he'd be a Google. Like you can Google him.
No, we talked about it. Hey, you'll meet him and you'll end up talking to him about it a bunch. He hates it when I call him out for crying, but when he heard himself on the radio the first time, he cried.
Oh, I
I
can't blame him there, really.
No, I told him. I said, or one day we were working, because we talked about the story on our episode of the podcast. Um, that I was at a bad spot, and he was also at a bad spot in life, and we were on a job site one day working together building houses, and I was like, "Hey man, why don't you just let me try to like manage you or help your career with your music stuff, and you commit to doing whatever I try to get you to do, I'll commit to helping you." And that's where it started. That's why I was a manager before a producer and all that. So I just was booking his shows and getting him booked or in the studios, doing other things, filming all his videos, doing all that. I wasn't producing the music and doing all this at the time. Just started to lose my train of thought. We're talking about play. Anyways, I told him, I was like, man, if you will let me, if you will commit to doing it, whatever I need you to do in this, I will commit to you, and I promise you that at least in 6 months' time we'll be somewhere.
Yeah,
Like, it'll be
further than we
spread.
are now.
And we talked about it on the episode that almost to the day, 6 months from then, it was when he got called in to go play his first release live on the radio. So we
Hmm.
got his first song out in 6 months, which was a lot slower pace back then compared to what we push out now. But we were just starting out and figuring out what we were doing. We had to go to all these different places for all these different things. Um, but we dropped the first song within a few hours. He got a call to come play it on the radio. Um, he did. We went and played that, and we came home,
That's
and
awesome.
they pre-record when you're there your whole interview and stuff, and then they play it like the next day or something. And we were able to sit at home in the car in the parking in the driveway, and then just
Oh,
listen
I
to
bet
him
he
play.
was.
He was crying, which it was, and then he immediately after his phone started blowing up with a lot of people that he hadn't heard from forever. It was like, was that just you on the fucking radio? And he's, yeah, dude. Like,
Oh, I bet he loved that,
dude,
didn't
he
he?
did.
I
It's
bet.
his life's been changed since the day we started this, and I consistently tell him like it's him. It like he's given a lot or too much credit to me in this whole thing. He does everything.
Yeah.
The same with me and you getting into this. Like you're gonna do everything you're doing. I'm just gonna consistently be either whispering in your ear, or you might even at some point call it
Yeah.
bitching, where I'm like, "Hey, I need you to do this."
Yeah.
But by the end, when we're at so much farther together, it's I don't know. It having that team, building
Yeah.
that together, it really changes everything. But that's why, back to the whole point, it's why I was able to just do it full time for 5 years.
Yeah.
Because me and him partnered up and we made a fucking difference in both of our lives together.
And you can tell, like, I don't know him, but like just from like what it sounds like, he looks to you for like guidance and stuff.
He, yeah, he has for a long time. Where I think he's getting a hell of a lot better
Yeah.
as far as it get like needing me for things anymore. For a long time, it was like us. He used to tell me all the time he wasn't gonna let me leave. When it came time to move, he's like, "I ain't gonna let you. You ain't going. I don't want you to leave." Um, but I'm like proud of the fact that now we're at a point where uh, we can do we can step up,
Mm,
especially because for a long time we needed each other there to keep us on. Things fell off a lot whenever my wife got pregnant and I had to switch gears. I had to move, get a
that's a lot.
house. I had a lot in the job and everything. So,
Yeah. A
but
lot
and
of
then my
adjusting.
having my first child. Now that he's a few months old, that's why I'm coming back into all this now. Um, it's it's exciting, but and I'm excited that he is also like ready. He's ready to come here to
Yeah.
the studio to record on Sundays or film content. We're working on the albums. We have release dates on his albums. I don't have those offhand, or I would announce the first one. So I'll do that at some point, which we hadn't even started getting back into posts and everything because there's a lot that needs
Yeah.
to go. Um, so speaking of there being a lot, we'll go to the next thing. I'm gonna put the stuff for me on more on the bottom, and
Okay.
then I'll work kind of up. So I well, first off, I need to release this fucking podcast, so I'm gonna put that just so I get that done. Release first podcast. I say first. This is 12th technically. um, all right. I need to show you tomorrow. I need to teach you a little bit of film and content. So we'll pick a song that I've got, and I'll film 5, 6 pieces of content, and we'll try to knock all those are out.
Okay.
So we'll film and edit some content.
Sounds good.
I'm gonna put in parentheses on that teach because the main point of that, I don't even have any of the songs out or written like done that I am actually trying to heavily promote. I have a
Mhm.
lot of songs out, but all the songs I've made thus far, I just consider were the chunk of time where I was learning how to make songs.
Mhm.
Because like most of them, like if you watch the other podcast, Caught in the Moment, which we'll probably film an episode of that at some point, uh, we make songs in like an hour, and typically that's just what I release. Like so,
Mhm.
it'd be like considered a demo to most people, but I'm
Yeah.
like throw it out because
Let's
I
get it
never
out
was
there.
trying to be an artist, but now I'm like, you know what, fuck yeah, dude, I'm gonna give it the old college try. So I'm working on 24 songs to drop a song every 2 weeks.
Mhm.
So I'll heavily be filming content, promoting the fudge out of those songs. But I still have a couple of my like throwaway songs that are out that I do like.
Yeah.
So we'll make some content for that. Um, we need. I think I'm gonna get a new iPad. Try
Yeah.
to get another one, and then in the meantime, until we get you an iPad or Mac, that one could be used heavily for you. We still got to up the studio a lot because I mean, we got me a desk in here, which is the one I already had.
Mhm.
We got to get him a desk in here so that we can start doing everything for him. Luckily, he's not producing yet, so we don't. He just can work off
We're
all
still
the
gonna work
same
on
stuff.
that corner over there for
Yeah,
my.
we're probably gonna
Yeah.
set up a lot of that.
Probably best.
Yeah, I want to cover that corner the same way this is covered. I really want to cover all these walls in here.
Mhm.
Um, but yeah.
Wouldn't be hard.
No, no, I'm gonna use random fabric or flat sheets or whatever I got that can cover it with. I do want to get a
I probably got a couple at home.
big logo for one of these walls.
We get a flag. A
Hmm.
flag. Hang it up somewhere. Not like a
Yeah, I
American
have a
flag or
never
nothing like
ready
that.
one and I think it's still at Blade Studio. Taylor got it for me. But yeah, anyways, the studio, like this whole thing is switching drastically to being just way more behind the scenes of following the process. So you're gonna see the studio grow. You might just witness us working on it one morning.
Working on it and then working on moving out of it
Mm-hmm.
eventually,
Yeah,
into something huge.
yeah. I need to buy some property, whether it's this property or
I've
another.
been thinking hard about that lately,
Buying property. Build it. It's nice for long term because you can
dude.
build
Yeah,
your home base. We can
yeah.
set up the whole
And you can
everything
do
we need,
yeah,
studio,
set up
all of
how
it.
you want. Like,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't care if it's just a few acres, man. Just
Mm-hmm.
something that we can
My
call home.
buddy here, I just ran into yesterday. Uh, one of my like longtime friends of me has a nice house with some land that he was like. I asked him yesterday. I was like, "You still living out of the house?" And he's like, "Oh yeah, I'm fixing to try and sell it." And I was like, "Hmm?" Like, and he owns it. So I'm like,
Oh, nice.
maybe I can talk something
Where's
there.
he at? Here in Foothills?
Fairview,
Oh,
so not far, but driveway's ass, but the
that
house
can
is
be.
nice and got plenty of land. Um,
That driveway can be fixed.
yeah, it's long.
We can lay tar down eventually.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. We get the money. You can do whatever you want, and the neighbors would greatly appreciate, I'm sure,
Yeah, I
because they
bet.
share that long drive up the dirt
Ah,
hill.
everybody come together.
Yeah,
You'd
man.
be damned if you paid for it all by yourself.
Yeah.
No.
Anyways, like, see,
Yeah.
stuff's always going to be changing. We're consistently talking about how to move up. So right now, okay, through this week, we need to get you understanding Blade and Terra. We need to
Hmm.
get you booking at least. We need to have your first event booked. We're not booking anything for them until after the date.
June 19th.
It was June 19th or July. I think it was June 19th.
Yeah.
Because they're currently getting married early in June, so they're very busy at the moment. So we're waiting until after they get done or back from their honeymoon to start booking out every weekend. If you want are interested in Blade and Terror playing at your venue, hit us up.
We
Uh,
available
yeah, you can hit us up on straight up on Never Ready Productions channels or anywhere.
anywhere you can.
Yeah, uh, I'm Christian Blake on everything. It's Caleb Lightsey. Um, we kind of look like yin and yang right now, which we probably will a lot of the time. I have revamped. Okay, getting back into music, right? I'm taking it seriously, and I'm coming in with the full angle and representation of who I am. And I very much am trying to be a like positive role model moving forward. My whole point and whole everything about what I'm doing and the whole Never Ready itself is just trying to get people to believe in themselves because the power that believing in yourself holds is just fucking insane to put
Phenomenal.
it. Like there's nothing above it when you believe that you can do something. There's not a whole lot that can stop you, or the only thing that really can is when you start to not believe
Yeah.
it.
And that all goes into like
Yeah,
manifesting it,
yeah, literally. Um,
good or bad.
yeah. So I currently wear all white, and that is a metaphor or whatever you want to call it, or a symbol for what I kind of am. Is that every day I'm gonna wake up, I'm gonna be dressed in all white, and no matter how fucked up my shit gets throughout the day or how dirty, stained, gross, the tomorrow I'm gonna wake up, put on fresh whites, and I'm not gonna be affected by all the stains of yesterday.
Hmm.
So it's like no matter what, I'm good.
Moving forward, man.
It don't affect me. I'm moving forward. I'm waking up, fresh new me, and it's a new day to attack and do whatever. So it's a symbol for me to remember and to try to express to others of the like, you don't worry about yesterday.
Yeah.
Move on with today. You just brush it off. Keep going. So you'll see a lot of that throughout all my content is really trying to push um, believing in yourself, moving on forward, and the whole never ready concept itself of like I'm gonna be talking about what has made me either not ready, like certain mindsets that would potentially block a person that have blocked me. Like I have songs about how like crippling the fear of like becoming a father was for a while. And now that I have my kid, I feel drastically different about it, but I'm
Hmm.
excited to see those songs come out and hearing them now of like how I felt in the moment is even interesting, because there's a lot of pressure when you're have your first kid.
Oh yeah, you feel different because you think it's gonna like. I would guarantee you, it didn't happen nothing like you thought.
Mm-mm.
You know,
No.
you thought you were gonna be like shit was gonna go wrong or shit could go wrong or just thinking of putting every scenario up there, and kind of trying to balance it, and you're just not.
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta, like we're doing, wing it. That's what we're doing with all
Yeah,
of
you
it.
just gotta roll with
As
it.
a dad, as a human, just existing.
Mm-hmm.
We're winging it, dude. Nobody's
Absolutely.
got this shit figured out.
Nobody. No, that's part of my whole point, dude. Is that anybody who's ever fucking done anything is started from exactly where you are, and
Yeah,
they're the exact same as you. So just do it. But
I,
the only difference between you and them is they believed they could fucking do it.
that's it.
So just believe in yourself. Just fucking
And thoughts are
go
strong,
for it.
man.
They
Thoughts are
are.
strong because
But
they
positive
become,
or negative, man.
yeah.
If you're being too down on yourself, then it's not gonna work. If you're being real positive,
Yeah.
then fucking shit,
Because how many times have you thought about something so much, like you say, just for instance, you were scared of something happening,
Hmm.
and you kept thinking about it, kept thinking about it, kept thinking, and that shit ended up happening. You know what
Hmm.
I mean? That shit's happened to me
Hmm.
a lot, dude. So it's like getting our minds under wrap and having control over that is important for this whole process.
Yeah,
You know what I
absolutely.
mean?
Yeah, you're. This whole thing is really just a battle with yourself more than anything. If you everything, all the opportunities are out there and available to you. It's just if you can convince yourself to actually go for it and stay committed to doing it, then
It's a
that's
wrap.
the hardest part right
Yep.
there. I feel like I take a lot of my life lessons in general from the fact that I grew up as a skater, and I'll tell you when you Mikey Taylor he's a pro skate was a pro skater, now he's like a politician or something. He owns a bunch of businesses. It's crazy.
Crazy.
He talks about it or said it best that he thinks if a skater is willing to throw themselves down like a 10 stair 150 times, slamming on the concrete, just destroying your body, just to land a trick one time, just to roll away once on that trick, and then never come back and do it again. Why can't we start a business?
Right.
If we're willing to go through all that and the amount of times that you have to fail and like tweak and come back and learn and try again
Fall down, get back
yeah,
up
the
harder.
amount of times you have to do that, that's a strong life lesson there. Like that, it really doesn't matter what you're trying to do. You can only fail so many times before you succeed. Thomas Edison said, "I didn't fail 1,000 times. I found 1,000 ways not to make a light bulb. You only need to find one way to work." You know, like it's it's
It's
all
that
that's
simple.
literally it. You
Yeah.
just keep fucking going, man.
Yeah, we can't give up. That's not an option.
No,
Yeah.
no. I'm never. The hard part is you start out never ready to stop, but once you commit to it, you're never ready to quit.
Yep.
You know, you just keep going.
Quitting doesn't even. That's not an option.
I think I
You
said
know.
stop first. Never ready to start. You're never ready to start, but by the end, you're never ready to stop. Um, man. All right, for you, honestly, as far as booking goes, booking your first show this week, I would feel pretty good about. I would like to make you edit your first piece of content. No, let's no. You know what? Let's not do that. Let's make the middle thing here just one big thing for both of us.
Mhm.
Let's make the first demo with you on it. Make first song. And so we have only 3 days between filming this. We'll be filming these on Monday mornings. We have 3 days in the mornings to attack what we're doing. Obviously, we keep working throughout the day on anything we can. Like he's gonna have to book in some free time. We have breaks at work or even some time after work. He can just be messaging people. Um, and I'll have to be editing in some other time than just in here, or I'm not gonna get things done. Uh, so we're gonna spend some time in here studying the artist so he knows who he's booking this week, which we'll do with any artist that we start booking for. So if you need help with booking, hit us up. We'll keep that
Right.
going. Um, we'll get his first show booked by the end of this week. We will drop this first podcast and then we'll film our second one on Friday, and I'm gonna try to get them out the same day. Worst case, I have them up the next day, but I'm gonna try to keep them out coming the exact same day because there's very minimal editing I need to do to it. I need to film and edit content tomorrow and teach him that, but that leaves us with Wednesday and Thursday to try to make his first track. Um, our first song featuring him. We'll probably make a song together, something that we can go ahead and release before we have to set up all of his systems to have all of his own music released. Either way, we'll probably get that all set up too. All of his distribution, and then I'll put that actually. We'll make that a thing. Set up distribution. I'll just put distro. What that's a distro doesn't start with an S. I can't talk while I'm writing. Okay, so we'll set up his distribution. And then we'll make our first song, man. So it's exciting to
Let's
see what
go.
that turns into. Is you gonna be singing on a chorus? You gonna be rapping on a verse? I don't fucking know.
I don't know.
We
We'll
all
see.
also don't even know what we're calling him. His name's Caleb Lightsey. Pretty sure I keep telling him he should just be Lightsey because that's a fucking cool ass last name.
Okay, we can go with that. I'm cool with it.
All right, well, we got until the first song drops to be like, it's gonna be on Spotify. You gotta know, you got whatever. You gotta know what it is. But yeah, so we'll touch base back Friday, and we'll see where we've got to, and see what we can cross off of this list. Make sure uh, we've done it. Part of this podcast is to keep you informed, but it's all and educated on what the hell's going on and how you could do it too. But more than anything, motivated on the fact that like you see two dudes who have no fucking clue what they're doing, figuring it out. But it doubles as an accountability tool to keep us motivated and accountable. Because we're gonna come in here and talk to you on Monday, and we're not gonna want to come in here on Friday and be like, "I fucking didn't do any of it." We're not gonna want to do that. So
Right.
we're gonna try to make sure we get it
Yeah.
as much as we can. So doing something like this, just putting yourself out there and starting, will it's like a chain reaction. It's a snowball effect. It'll keep you motivated, keep the next thing going. So that in itself is exciting. So to anybody out there who's ready to start, and even if you're watching this and you're like, "Cool, I'm gonna follow along and try to build my music career with these guys," awesome. That's great. I'm happy you're here. But the most important advice I could give you um, about anything is stop being stuck, never ready, and just fucking start. Even if your first piece of content is shit, you've started. You're not the momentum is a big thing. Like Jordan Peterson talks a lot about like making your bed in the morning. Like you wake up, make your bed. It starts. It's such a subtle thing, but it's your first like reward system in your brain. You've cleaned something, you made something proper
Yeah.
with the first thing you did in your day, and it snowballs throughout your day because now your brain is like, well, what can I? Oh, that felt good. What can I do next? What can I achieve next? What can I do now? So anytime I start cleaning the house, I dread doing it when I start. But the second I get the dishes done, I'm like, you know what? I can wipe the counters down. Might as
Yeah.
well do the laundry.
Yeah.
I'm already here. I'm already. You just get going. Same with this. We filmed this first podcast. We drop it today. Now we're like, okay, ball's rolling, pressure's on. There's no like, we'll start next week. It's we're going, working out. When you start your first workout, you work out that first week. You don't want to not do it the next week.
No.
You don't want to start over. So this is our accountability tool, and I would suggest you to give yourself one. Just go.
Just do it.
Just go. Um, so yeah, I guess this will be the first episode. We got yin and yang, or yin and yang. I don't know which one's white, which
Either
one's
way.
black. Either way, I'm Christian Blake, and this is old Caleb Lightsey, and we're excited to take you on the journey with us, man.
Yeah.
It's
gonna be fun.
Yeah, I'm pretty confident to say we're going places.
Oh yeah.
So hopefully,
one way or another, we're getting there.
Yeah, we'll see you at the top, man. And hopefully you come with us. I know this is probably backwards, but we're gonna try to cross a lot of this off by the end of this week, and this list will get more elaborate each week as he's getting trained up and we get into more of a rhythm.
Yeah, we're just getting primed up.
Dude, you got to start somewhere. This has been such an all over the place, random talking podcast. It'll probably start flowing a little better, but whatever, dude.
We started.
That's the whole point. You just start.
Yeah.
You just fucking start.
That's it.
So we'll see you Friday.
See ya.